So we're going to be taking a look at another set of AIs. Normal and Turtle. As far as my understanding, there is no easy, normal, hard. Normal is basically like the default. I'll show you the AIs real quick. Rush AI, Normal AI, Turtle AI, Naval AI, Open and Close. So we're going to be taking a look at it, and I want to see how they build. I'm in spectator mode. So this is team 1, and that should be team 2. Did they just build right next to each other? Oh, I gotta right click. They did. Look at this. Green's building over here. That's very dumb to do. I hope you're not gonna build all your buildings over here. Otherwise, you're not gonna probably last long. There's 2 Russias. There's a Germany and I think a France. Okay, now that's interesting. Okay, so they did build something around there. And he decided to build another power plant over here this time. So I wanted to see what the normal... Each team gets a normal AI and each team gets a turtle AI. And I put the turtle AI closer to the center. So only time will tell and see how... what their base is going to look like. This is actually very interesting. So you got a flame tower and a turret right there. Flame tower, pillbox, turret. I am actually really liking how they're actually building off each other like this. This is actually really cool. So we'll just have to wait as I go about. By the way, Turtle AI, even though they build a lot of static defenses and focus on defense, they will actually go on the offensive. So that is something to keep in mind. Green's building all the way up here and starting to... Orange, maybe you should start taking up their real estate. Because, yeah. Oh, they actually put a Tesla coil there. So that is going to have some kind of defense right there. See, look. Oh, no, never mind. I thought they were actually moving forward. Oh, there they are. They actually are going to clash, it looks like. So these are the 2 turtle AIs clashing right now. Blue's or Green's actually building out more over here, and look at that. Blue actually built a naval yard. Green built one here. So that is definitely very interesting to see. Oh, and they built a sub pen over there. Has Red built anything? No, they have not built. Although they could probably build a sub pen over here, if they're building off of that. So that is something I want to see. But let's take a look at it right now. Decent amount of static defense over here. You have a Tesla coil, so if they were to try and rush past here, you got a decent amount of static defense they're going to have to go through. Red up here doesn't seem to have much static defense. Up there comes their first wave. That's actually a pretty good blocking, so they actually have to go around more. Can't just cut straight across. This ain't gonna... I think light blue's gonna lose. There's not enough buildings here. You built too far up there. Although you could potentially build another MCV. What are they producing? A light tank. Okay. Let's look at Green. See, Green has a pretty significant advantage, I think. They have more buildings blocking them from the MCV. And it really depends. Does Green have their... Nope, they don't have their tech center up yet. Orange doesn't have their tech center up yet, it looks like. Unless they sold it. So Red over here could potentially do some... But no, they don't really have much going for them either. Let's see how long this lasts. But yeah, this is definitely the weakest front. Let's take a look at their economy. Income for blue is very poor. Red is actually really good. Red's is like 8,000. But light blue is the lowest. And here comes another What is the... Okay, so now you're gonna have to actually focus in on building some anti-air production. Okay, doesn't look like they're building. Oh, they're actually putting some of those. That's actually pretty interesting. That will... Yep, that was actually pretty... That was actually very useful. But it looks like blue's not going to be in here for much longer. Let's take a look at green. They got the tech center up, so they're in a huge advantage. Although it's not as good as the tech center in Red Alert, the base game, because it actually reveals the whole map. This I think only shows like the icons of something happening. Yeah, see, look at that. Red needs to do something. I picked normal AI. Is it actually the case where normal AI, this is like, did I actually get it confused and this might be the turtling AI? No, because they built more static defense over here. These have more units. Actually, no, they I guess it would be almost a similar amount of static defense here. So both of them got the tech center up. They actually got some static defense. What's going to happen here? Looks like we're seeing the first attack by the normal AI. Orange should probably come soon. This is going to weaken red, which could allow for like a strong counterattack from orange. Orange base, they both did something similar with the static defenses right around there. I mean, this is pretty good because if they come here or come this way, that's pretty... It's not completely defended. You probably would want a couple more static defenses along up here. But I've seen worse. Like this right here. Oh, they don't have anything right here. Orange definitely has the advantage. Red must have lost their entire army. Yep. So from a static defense point of view, this ain't really that good. I think light blue is going to lose. I'm going to wait and see. Oh, they're actually... This guy's doing pretty good. Oh, not anymore. I mean, that's good and all, but I think you needed a tech center so you could have built cruisers. Because if you had cruisers over here, this area right here is basically denied. Now orange is going to come and they're going to deal a huge blow to light blue. If not, knock them out. So this is basically probably what blue's going to be capable of. Unless they decide to just try and bypass going after the MCV. There's also that possibility. Yeah, maybe they actually do have a chance. Oh, okay, maybe not. That's a lot of flamethrower towers. Not flamethrower towers, flamethrower infantrymen. And Tesla troopers. Oh, there we go. They're gonna lose it. And they lost the... Can he build a... what do they call it? Production. Can he build an MCV still? Doesn't look like it. No. Can I see what he can build? Oh, light blue's actually shot up in the amount of resources they're making. Oh, that's interesting. Red's actually starting to build their static defense a little bit lower now. This actually looks pretty good. There goes Green's tech center spy satellite. So you have at least one there. They're doing some. What is this? Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's actually pretty. That's why their revenue is going up. They're grabbing that higher, more intense resource. I can't remember what the hell they call it. Gem, I think. Oh, they might lose their cruiser. Never mind. Ooh, they might lose their cruiser. This could actually be something that doesn't knock Green out completely. Never mind. They ain't gonna be able to get it in time. Oh wow. What Red? What are you doing? You got a whole bunch of. Okay, finally you're actually gonna do something. There you go. Okay, so this is actually pretty interesting. I would say so far the best base probably goes to. Oh, they got a construction yard somehow. I don't know how, but they got it, so they're not out of the game anymore. So blue, who I thought was knocked out of it, actually has a chance. Let's take a look at the economy. Oh, it actually looks like red and blue are doing a lot better than orange and green. So that might have been the best that we were going to see from green, unless it completely goes the other way. But actually, I think orange has a better base overall. Red doesn't even have a sub pen. Of course, I don't think they have any of those regular, or no, never mind. They have 4 missile subs, so it's basically their equivalent of a cruiser. They built another cruiser over here. So actually, orange is pretty threatening if he were to start building along here, because that would be able to hit that. But it looks like red, if they actually push it, could take that out and at least put a damper on. Oh, they're actually going for that? Yeah, I can see that. Oh, they got a mammoth tank. Okay, so now green's in the red. So that's gonna be pretty big disadvantage. Let's take a look at. So they're slowly chipping away at green. Oh, that got dealt with pretty quickly. They're actually putting some static defense over here and actually another power plant. So far, still not another airfield from red. And I'm not sure, is light blue building? They built another ore truck, but are they going to be building any kind of anti-air? Because green didn't do it either. That's what's puzzling me. You've got. Oh wait, I can actually zoom out more. Let's take this off. I want to look at this. That looks so good. That's not too bad. Orange seems to have the better base overall, though. Because this, I think... No, I take that back. Red's better. The reason why I say this is because they can just go like this, theoretically. And they can go like this, theoretically. Red's static defense actually makes it so they would have to be chipped away here. And if they were to come this way, they'd get chipped away at. So, the way I see it, Red's base is better in that front. Oh wow, they actually grabbed another construction yard already, so I take that back, although it's damaged already, so. This might be the push that ends this side. Or at the very least damages them. No, they're gonna get countered here. But they're probably, no, actually I thought they were gonna go up and they were gonna take out Green's construction yard. Stop him from building anymore. Well, actually, no, they could still do that. And they are doing that. Yeah, okay, they did. And Orange doesn't really have anything to stop them. No, I take that back. I think this is actually going to be, they're going to be dealt a critical blow here. Green probably is going to get knocked out. And I honestly thought Blue was going to get knocked out. But look, here we are. You had them get another construction yard, either from a crate or actually able to build one. And they were able to, honestly, do a lot better than I thought. And their base ends up looking, honestly, a little bit more interesting because of that. They basically got a whole base like this now. Let's take a look over here. Orange is actually, nope. Yeah, that's pretty much over. You shouldn't have been building a tech center at this point. You should have been building units out of your barracks and your tank factory. Especially when they had 2 mammoth tanks. And then you have light blue come in here with a new... Honestly, red, I think... You know, I was criticizing red for not having a sub pen. But the more I think about it, I think the lack of a sub pen allowed red to overpower the other team. Because they weren't wasting thousands or tens of thousands of ore on effectively useless units. Because if you look, the only buildings they might be able to get with the missile subs are this right here. That's still working, that's still working, these 4 are still working. Yeah, they could still effectively stall until they get another construction yard. Maybe they build it over here. So there we go. So that was pretty much it, honestly. Let's look at the scores. That's actually pretty funny at the same time. Light blue, so I was right. Light blue and light green were the turtle AIs. The normal AIs were red and orange. And red effectively won it. If you're looking at the score there, I'm not sure how accurate the score is, but if you're just going by the score alone, red's score is better than both of the enemy teams combined. You know, so that's something. Let's take a look at the map. How does that look? So I'm able to still look at the map. So what was left with the... Yeah, see, look at that. They had a significant army still left over. And this is the final base of... Or what their final base looked like. Actually, let's take a look. See? Yeah, honestly, I'm questionable. I'm not sure how good the missile subs are in this game, because I don't think I build missile subs. that frequently. They probably still could probably get maybe this right here, is what I'm guessing. But the range of the cruisers are usually longer. So the way I see it, I'm gonna say red had the better base. In my opinion, the best base, because orange had that sub pen that was effectively useless. Red's static defense was better than orange, of where they actually had it. Like I said, this right here means that if they're trying to run past, they're going to get hit here. If they go up here more, they're going to have to hit here. So if they try and bypass it instead of actually, getting rid of it, they're going to be taking a lot of damage. Whereas orange basically had their static defense like right here. No, wait, it was like the equivalent would be like right here. And the enemy could have walked around. Like let's look it over here. They had it like right here. So they could have squeezed through here, and they could squeeze down here. This static defense makes it so they come through here, they're getting hit. They come down like this, they're getting hit. So yeah. The only way you'd really be able to go is up here. And they had a bunch of troops there kind of protecting that area. So yeah, I think red's base is probably the best one. Blue was probably the worst initially because of the whole, oh, we didn't build anything here and your construction yard is like sitting like right here. Easily to punish. Greens was the next best, or the next worst, at like 3rd place, because they had a bunch of stuff here, and they actually did put a bunch of buildings there, but it still wasn't really that good overall. Orange and red, in my opinion, had the better bases. Anywho, that's it. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.